call him Mini-Me. So for all of you folks who play your tabletop games, you're going to know what one of these little guys is. For the rest of us, I want to introduce you to Hero Forge. Now, Hero Forge is a website which allows you to go and customize your own figurine so that you can have your own custom miniature for tabletop gaming. Lots of different options here, from human to elf, robots, minotaurs, anthro-feline, all kinds of weird things. But today I'm going to try to make as close to as I can to a reviewy McReview face. So not a featureless robot, because these ones are just, some of these options are really, you can make some really odd and creepy things, which is really cool if you want to have a custom figure. But again, I'm trying to make one that looks as much like me as I can. So I went with noble. It's close enough, I guess. The expression, you got, you're smiling, you're blank, you're cocky, you're snarling, and you're confused. So I kind of went with the cocky with a bit more "arr," just to open the mouth up. I don't know, it looks like a fun expression. Seems like it'll work. Ears are going to leave the same. Hair we're just going to get rid of, because while there's some cool options, had that one at one point. Right now, it's more like that. Beard. I wish I could grow some of these beards, but this one, the well-trimmed goatee, is about as close as they have to what I've got on my face. Eyebrows, of course, I don't have any, so we'll get rid of those. And eyes, teeth, and horn, we're just going to leave standard. Body is either person or robot, and then the measurements, you can change things like your height. We're just going to rotate it in there so you can see. Height, weight, which kind of controls all over body weight there. So I'm going to put that about there. Build, if you think you have really broad shoulders, I'll put that about there. Muscularity, if you want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in this thing, which for some tabletop options, I'm sure that's what you're looking for. For me, I'm probably around there. And then, of course, you've got bust. That's just weird. Let's turn that right off. Waist, well, we're going to have to inflate that one a little bit. Curves kind of kicks up and down on the waist and your hips. So you can kind of broaden those hips a little bit. And then, of course, there is the option to fill out the back of your jeans with the booty option. So you can kind of round that out. All right, let's stop playing with that. And then you can add wings and tail if that's the type of thing that your character has. Clothing, they got some crazy outfits in here, all kinds of armor and samurai outfits and cowboy outfits and magician's costumes, because of course, who doesn't want to be a magician? But you know what, you can also go through and just customize everything on this. So get rid of that magician's hat, and I don't know, maybe you want to put on a paladin's helm. And again, I don't own one of those, so I'm going to take that off. Face, you can put on some glasses, some masks, a monocle, all kinds of fun things there. Shoulders, you can put on some armor on your shoulders. And then chest is basically what you're wearing for your shirt. Again, lots of crazy options. You can go bare-chested, but I don't think anybody needs to see that. It's a really weird look with the cape, too. Me, I'm going to go with a t-shirt, because that's what I do. Gloves. Didn't do, but it does give you the option to put a high-tech computer on your wrist. Since I wear a watch, I figured, okay, that could be my Fitbit. And then legs, I just picked a normal pair of pants because I'm boring. Because otherwise you wear tights like that and it's really creepy looking. And then, of course, last, feet. Gotta go, and, well, bunny slippers are cool, but for me, I'm more likely to be found in a pair of tennis shoes or athletic sneakers, depending on which ones you like for bulk. And then your items, we can get rid of that cloak on my back, because I don't own one of those. Side items are just things that are kind of clipped to your belt. I don't need any grenades or anything like that, so we're going to leave those alone. Handheld. There are so many weapons in here. Melee weapons and firing weapons, and then guitars, and then you get into the weird stuff, and this is where I found my handheld, a nice cup of coffee. Of course. What's reviewy without a cup of coffee? Then you've got your options to customize the base if you want, and you can also put yourself on a horse. Of course, of course. I don't own a horse, so we're gonna get rid of that one. And then you get into the poses. Poses, again, all kinds of fun options here. You know, you can, the bridge guard, hey, how you doing? Come at me, bro. I don't know what that one's supposed to be. The English archer, or my favorite, the fallen angel. Yeah, it's a little too Titanic for me, so we're gonna skip on that one, but it is fun to play with. Again, that's a lot of fun to go through on these website options and just see what you can do. But I'm not ordering that because I've never done that pose in real life, or that pose. But I do like the Notorious Spy. That's just kind of a, hey, how's it going? I got my cup of coffee and everything's right with the world. So that's, we're gonna go with the Notorious Spy pose, but there's lots of options on there. And then once you've got all of those things picked, you go into your materials and you've got your 3 sizes, 30 millimeter, 2x scale, and 4x scale. So 30 millimeter, you can see compared to a 20-sided die. And then the 2x scale, a little bit bigger. And then the 4x scale, if you really want like a giant statue to put on a shelf. Gets a little pricey though, so I'm gonna go with the 30 millimeter tabletop scale. Again, you've got your options. You can go with premium plastic, which is a little smoother. The nylon plastic, which is gonna end up pretty bumpy at that small size. Steel, which will be sturdy, but again, very bumpy at that size. And then bronze, which will be sturdy, very smooth, but very pricey. So I'm gonna go with the premium plastic just because I think that'll give me a slightly better end product to work with. A little less work on my part than the nylon plastic. Yeah, so I'm not much of a D&D guy, but you know what? This was a lot of fun to play with the website, put my order in. Less than a month later, my own custom figurine. And he needs some sanding, and he needs to be painted, but we'll do that in a future video. So for the price, yeah, it's a little pricey. He's not finished. He's got a couple of little rough spots, so I'm gonna have to go over them with a little bit of sandpaper, maybe an X-Acto knife, just to clean up some of the seams. So in the end, you know what? Hero Forge's a lot of fun to play with, a lot of fun to order your own little custom. But hey, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just telling you my review. I'm Reviewy McReviewface, and so is he. And we'll see you next review.